The Chargers have been struggling on offense recently, and a lot of that can be attributed to the injuries, but it's also some bad offensive line play, some miscommunication, a lack of a running game, dropped passes, and then even at times there are some bad throws by Justin Herbert. If you don't believe me, I got the film to back it up, so make sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy this content, man. It helps me out so much, and let's get into this film. Now, the first play that I want to show you guys is going to showcase the miscommunication as well as the bad offensive line play. And look at Donald Parham right here, the tight end. He's going to try to get this block on this edge player, and he's just going to swipe right past him and go past Trey Pipkins and get this tackle for loss on Austin Ekeler in the backfield. Not a great idea, in my opinion, to line up your tight end, especially your pass blocking tight end, on an edge player and rely on him in the running game. I know they had Trey Pipkins there to get that double team block, and then Donald Parham was probably going to come up into the second level to get the safety. But now let's look at Essagn Johnson, the left guard, because he is going to block the defensive lineman who Will Clapp has right here, instead of going into the second level to take out one of the linebackers. And now, as you can see, it opens up this huge hole. But you have two linebackers converging on Austin Ekeler to get into that hole, plus the guy who beat Donald Parham off of that right side. So that's really a 3-on-1 when Austin Ekeler is still in the backfield. Now, this is a really good play by Kellen Moore to force a miscommunication on the Patriots linebackers. So we're going to see it's man coverage all the way across the board. And this linebacker is on Joshua Kelly. This linebacker is on Gerald Everett. But they're going to force them to have to communicate, because this man is supposed to pick up Gerald Everett as he's going across his face. That's typically what you do as a linebacker. The first man that crosses your face is the man that you go with and pick up, because it's the easiest way to play defense, because he puts this man in a bad position by staying on Joshua Kelly. And look at all of the space that he has. This should have been a pass off by these two linebackers, and they just had a miscommunication, and it's a big pickup for the Chargers. This one went for 26 yards. And look at that. I love seeing Gerald Everett finish plays like that. He is so tough. Now the Patriots have a cover 3 right here. 1, 2, and 3 men deep. And Keenan Allen is just going to run straight into this and then go towards the outside. You can see Justin Herbert already in this throwing motion. Really good anticipation, and I'm tracking the ball. Boom, the ball gets there before the safety can, because of that arm strength that Justin Herbert has. The reason why this play works so often for the Chargers is, number one, it's like I said, it's a soft defense. This is a soft cover 3, but also because of the route running by Keenan Allen, able to keep this man playing deep, disciplined, until he has that cut and goes towards the sideline, and then the anticipation and the arm strength by Justin Herbert to get that ball there on time and quickly. Bro, it is plays like these that make me wish that Justin Herbert had a better offense around him. This is a rollout to his right side. We're going to have Jalen Guyton, deep crosser, and he's taking out both of these safeties on this play. That's Justin Herbert's first read. He sees this deep safety over here, doesn't like this throw, so he looks to his second read, Donald Parham, who's streaking down the field wide open, and he dots him up. Boom, right there, and it's just freaking dropped, man. Look at it from this angle, because you can see really good QB mechanics by Justin Herbert, setting his feet right there. Looks, doesn't like it, looks to his second read, and then he throws this ball, and you can see it hits him perfectly. Boom, right in the hands right there. The defender's not able to compete for that catch, so his hands are not within the hands of Donald Parham, obstructing the catch. It's just a dropped ball. Now, the Chargers' offensive line has not been great this season, but this was probably their best game in pass protection of the entire season. You're going to see Christian Barmore on Rashawn Slater, our best offensive lineman. And Christian Barmore does a nice job of throwing him towards this inside and then ripping his left arm underneath Rashawn's left arm to try to get right by him. But Rashawn Slater does a nice job of recovering and grabbing the inside of those pads to not let him get loose. And he also places himself and anchors himself between Justin Herbert and the defender right here. He is saying, on my life, I am protecting Justin Herbert. He did a nice job of recovering on this play. Still forces Justin to roll out to his right side. And this is just what Justin Herbert does. He's going to roll out, and then he's going to pick up as much yardage as he can. Gets about 5 yards on this play. So Rashawn Slater got beat and then recovered well on that last play. Now look at this one. We're going to see Rashawn and Essagn Johnson. They're just going to let this man go right in between them and hit Justin Herbert. But Justin Herbert does a nice job of getting rid of it to Quentin Johnston. It ends up being a positive play. But the reason why this man just goes free is because Rashawn Slater is passing him off to Zion Johnson. Zion is looking towards the center, Will Clapp, and this man is on the other side, the other shoulder of the center. So Zion should not even be looking this way unless he's expecting like a stunt move from this outside 9 guy. But it's just, you need to have a better wherewithal if you're Zion Johnson right there. This is not on Rashawn at all, and it's actually a really good job by Justin Herbert to sense danger is coming quickly and get rid of it. Bro, Christian Barmore was a problem for this Chargers offensive line. He's just going to bull rush Zion Johnson, and Justin Herbert, as soon as he looks this way, Christian Barmore is basically in his face, and he gets rid of this really nicely away from this defender, only where his man can get it. Donald Parham getting the catch on that play. But now look at this one. This is a couple plays later. We're going to see Christian Barmore right here working on Jamari Sawyer, just going to push and then swipe him right away and get into the face of Justin Herbert. And then Justin does a nice job again by throwing this ball. Boom, that's right in the hands of Stone Smart, where this defender is not able to dive and get a hand on it. Stone Smart just dropped that one. I mean, this is really, this play, look at it in real speed, because this is such a great play by Justin Herbert. A great throw under pressure, just dropped. Now this is going to be a running play. Austin Ekeler right here coming in motion. He's going to get this handoff, but look at, as soon as this ball is snapped, Keenan Allen needs to get the block, the crackback block on Josh Uche, and he's just way too late on this play, and that's why he's running free down the field to get that tackle. Look at, just in slow motion, it's really evident, but Keenan Allen not even out of his stance by the time Josh Uche has taken his first step. And then also look at this last play that I showed you. Look at Keenan Allen at the left side of the screen here. The ball is snapped. Everyone is out of their stance already, and Keenan Allen has not even started running his route by the time Justin Herbert takes that first step and is dropped, man. This was not a great game for Keenan Allen. I mean, he is still an all-pro receiver, but there are just some little things that he was not picking up, and you'll see later on in this video even more so. Now, this is a really good play call by Kellen Moore. He's going to have Keenan Allen running a distraction route, taking off the safety. So we're just going to have Jalen Guyton at the bottom of the screen, one-on-one. Justin Herbert throws this up, and boom, right there is where the ball lands. I don't think this is a great throw, not really good accuracy, because this ball needs to be in the end zone towards the sideline so that Jalen Guyton is really the only one that can contend for this ball. Instead, it's just kind of like on the helmet of this Patriots defender, and Jalen Guyton has to act like it's a jump ball, and he has to try to get it over his head like he's Mike Williams. Jalen Guyton's not Mike Williams, man. Just throw this one right about here. Now, here is a miscommunication between Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. At the bottom of the screen, he's going to have this outside leverage, and I think Justin Herbert expects him to run just straight to the corner right here. Just go up about 10 yards and go to the corner, and that's, boom, right there where that ball lands. It's like right at the 40-yard line, and Keenan Allen never even turned around for this ball. When it comes to, you know, getting off the ball quickly and then running the right route and then dropping balls, recently in these past few weeks, Keenan Allen has just kind of not been himself lately, which is even crazy to say that because he's still been producing at a high level. Now, when I say the running game is broken, that is not entirely on the offensive line. Look at Donald Parham and Gerald Everett, and then off the screen, Darius Davis right here is going to let his man come up. There he is. And all three of these guys are just going to be completely in the face of Joshua Kelly. Rashawn Slater not doing a great job either, but you got to have your tight ends and your wide receivers as well as your offensive line get good blocks in order to have success in the running game. We have seen this Chargers offensive line struggle with the stunt move all year, and this time the Patriots are showing blitz off this left side, but we're going to take our linebacker back and we're going to have our safety whip all the way around on this stunt move into the A gap. Look at how clear this hole is, and Will Clapp, he is gonna have this combo block with Zion Johnson. He can barely get off cleanly, and he just does right in time to give Justin Herbert like a half second more to throw this ball off of his back foot. By the way, you can see he's not even able to step into this one, and look, boom, right there at the placement of that throw perfectly to Quentin Johnston for a big play, man. Justin Herbert is a good quarterback, and when you see plays like this, like, the haters do not see plays like this. They don't look at the film. This is a great throw by Justin Herbert under pressure on target to Quentin Johnston, and like everything around him is not going well right now. Here's another play. Justin Herbert is so freaking good, man, and the stats don't show just how good he is. Stunt move again by Josh Uche. This time the Chargers offensive line does a nice job at picking it up. But look at that. Off of 1 foot, throws this ball on the run. Boom. Right on the money to Quentin Johnston. This was a huge play. Oh, wait a minute. He's bobbling it. And he freaking dropped it, man. That would have been a huge freaking play for this Chargers offense. But Quentin Johnston, look at it from this angle. He has struggled with drops all year. He's just bobbling it out of bounds, and he lets it get away from him. Justin Herbert has gotten very little help from anybody in these past few weeks. This is another example of the Chargers offensive line just struggling to get into the second level. Will Clapp is going to get pushed all the way back by this defensive lineman, and Zion Johnson this time not going for him, but instead going to the second level, which is what he should do, but he just kind of gets lost in space right here. Doesn't pick up anybody, and now same result as that very first play I showed you. We're going to have 2 defenders just converging on Austin Ekeler, and Zion Johnson is not picking up anybody. Bro, another really good play by Justin Herbert. He's just going to drop back. First read over here, don't like it. Move on. Second read over the middle, I don't like it. And now move over here because we got this pressure coming on this right side. Reestablish yourself. Look at my third read. I like it. Laser it. Boom, right on the money to Donald Parham. Big play. Psych, he freaking dropped that one again. So many drops on this offense, and it's so frustrating. Now here we go with the game-winning play. We have Alex Erickson at the bottom of the screen in the slot. Just going to run straight up the field, and this safety is supposed to pick him up with this deep coverage, but he's too focused on Keenan Allen, and he comes up on the field, and Justin Herbert sees this. He sees the safety coming up. He's already in front of Alex Erickson. Justin Herbert throws this thing, and that ball gets there really quickly because of that arm strength, and it's a big pickup for Alex Erickson, man. That is the way that this game ended, and then they just kneeled the ball. So, a lot of issues on this Chargers offense. Yes, Justin Herbert has been playing really well still, but he does have 1 or 2 missed throws a game where you say, he missed that one. But everything else around him has had way more mistakes than he has, and it's frustrating to see that. But if you want to see the Chargers defense and how well they actually played against the Patriots, you should watch this video.